Afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is, folks. It is the 23rd, a Sunday of June. I apologise, but there's not really been a lot happening until now. This last week, the weather's started to warm up and everything's gone daft. So I'll only show you what's changed at the moment, and then we'll. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get used to. Found the gimbal, by the way. It was in the old coal house along home. Right, 2 seconds, folks. So I'll show you this. I need to burn this stuff for some more biochar before I can plant my sweet corn in here, or in part of this bed. Garlic's about done. Coming out either today or in the next couple of days. Them onions are not doing too bad. Beans decimated by slugs. I can't remember. I did say in the last video what they were. Cabbages and stuff are starting to go to seed. The celeriac doesn't look, well, hasn't really done anything. But it's still there, it hasn't been really. But then again, I don't think slugs eat celeriac. These onions are doing really well, but I've failed abysmally I should say, because I've left the mesh on. Here, look. Now I can't get that off without help, which help's another story. I'm not going to talk about it. Tatties have all come through, even the haven't come through. The Jersey Royal ones haven't come through, but the rest have all come through. The Brian's Chetty Tower challenge will be updated in the video shortly. Got one cabbage, but I kept taking leaves off because it was absolutely decimated. There must have been 20 slugs and snails in the middle leaves of that. Absolutely covered. But if I show you, it is starting to form up, so that's not so bad. This is just all weeds. Ignore this for now. Ignore a lot of it, to be fair. Polytunnel. I'm expecting being quite hot in here. Wow! God, I think I'm going to pass it. I can't do any work in here in this heat. Can you see that? It's 57 or 51 degrees by that one. That's in the shade. 47 by that. Oh, this is nice. Yes. I just wish I could make that gone faster. But it's hot heat that's blowing around at us. So obviously there's nothing in yet. And I was going to try and put them in this afternoon. Well, what tomatoes I have got. But what is doing well, which has really surprised me, is these. Really impressed. There's one in that one. There's 3 in that one. Them need watering. Oh, so do I. God. Oh dear. I'm really surprised at how well they're doing. Oh. This thing's doing its own thing at the moment. Sorry. Still don't have the cover on the bed. God, I cannot work in there in this heat. I'll have to wait till it gets cooler, I think. Some grass starting to grow in the muck in them beds, but I'll just cover that, I think, for this year. This needs a cover on desperate because I need to get the tomatoes in, which should show you now. I mean, and a tip, folks, if anybody has strawberries in containers like this, I'm show you the size there. If you can help it, don't use these containers. They don't last 2 days without water. Really, really bad. You need something much bigger. Right, into the tunnel, we put the hothouse, I should say. Peas, third go to peas. Starting to come through. Tomatoes have been caught by the heat. Don't figure, does it? These ones, with them, I've got there. I mean, till last week they were just sitting about doing nothing. They weren't growing or anything. But I planted some after the last video. I found some seed and I planted some at home. So I managed to plant a load there, which I will get in, even if it's tonight when it gets cooler. The chilies, all yellow. In fact, that one there, I thought it died, but it just lost all its leaves, went all funny, and then it's come back with a vengeance, which is the way it's supposed to, I believe, like shoots all over. 3 gherkins, or pickling cucumbers. Just in the last day or two, there's a slug been in and had that one away, but I only really want 2, so that's not so bad. But there we go. I mean, these are a bit crap, and to be fair, my own seed is probably even worse. Well, no, these weren't my own, these were bought seed, and there's just, for what came through was disgraceful, I think, but I'm sure it's been the weather. So like it's only the last couple of days that it's warmed up. Them ones, let's see if you can see, something's not so bad. I was planning on putting compost in to rise them up so they get like higher roots, feeder roots. Wasn't worth it until they got a decent size. It's only the last 3 or 4 days they've sort of shot up and got bigger than the pots. So I thought, well, I'll leave it a little while, see if I can get them to start flowering, but it's not going to happen. So they're just going to have to go in the polytunnel as soon as, see what we can get. So that's it. I mean, like I say, a quick walk around, show you that nothing's really changed apart from the plants has grown slightly. I've got quite a bit I want to do, but it's just got cloudy at the moment, but it's still not going to knock the heat back in there. I mean, I've got my sun hat on because I got burnt the other. Well, when we had that first bit of hot weather, I got burnt. Still peeling now on my head. Well, I've got suntan lotion on, but I'm wearing my hat as well because I don't want to burn again, like I was when I was a baby. Turned a lovely golden brown when I was a bairn. Not now. Right, I'll bring us back, folks, hopefully, if I get much more done. Hopefully. As my old army saying goes, prior preparation and planning practically prevents pathetically, persistently poor performance. Possibly. Possibly being the weather this year so far has been crap. So I'll bring us back, hopefully, when I'm getting some stuff done. Bye for now. Right. Look at the state of us. Welcome back, folks. It's been a couple of seconds for you, and it's nearly dark here for me. I'm absolutely exhausted, shall we say. I've gotten the tomatoes in, and don't laugh when you see them, please, because they are a mess. But I've dug the garlic up as well and weeded a couple of things, but I'll have to come back along tomorrow and do a little bit more. But I'll just turn you around and show you. There's the garlic. Absolutely disgraceful. I mean, decent amount, and 1 or 2, that's a decent size. But got all them little bulblets on, and not one of them split. They're all just solid bulbs. So, and they've been out like in the cold weather all year. Onions have been weeded. I managed to pull the top off. A couple of them's probably buggered. But I have noticed, I mean, that one's split. Sorry, that one's split, and going to seed. Doesn't look like there's any of the others going to seed at the moment. But obviously the cabbages you've seen. Well, there's a couple less now because I rolled the top of them few. Well, I sat on them and squashed them. But they were going to seed anyway, so that bed's been done ready for the banana shallots. I know it's late, but it's kind of all I've got at the moment, and they've just been so poor. The celeriac, it's starting to, you see that? It's still pathetic like, but right, here we go. Like I say, folks, please don't laugh. Don't laugh, folks. You know what? Laugh if you want. They're in. It's nice and cool in here now. It's only 19 degrees. Well, this very back row, there's a couple in. I forget. I'm forgetting already. I will remember and I'll put it on screen. The second row in, like from the back. So the first row, that's tethered at the top. You see there. Rebel Starfighter Prime. About 5 of them. I have to get used to this gimbal again. Rebel, and then 5 or 6 Rose Crush. I don't know if you'll be able to read that. Rose Crush. And the front row on this side are all, I've spelled it wrong, I know you can read that, Japanese Black Trifeli. And this side, the left hand side as you walk in, along the very back are beefsteak. Oh yeah, much more with this. Are beefsteak, but the bush. The second row in are my Amish paste, and then the front row are European Oxheart. Early Girl Bush, the ones at the back, I've just remembered. Can you see there? Early Girl Bush, them. There's only 3 in there. The rest are, well, they were to go in here when it has the cover on, but I can't put the cover on my own, so I'll probably end up just losing them. But I'll take you around and I'll just show you. I'm going to switch off my Heathcliff water supply. Got 2 big containers there with a pump down there. With a filler in it, and it's all coming off the wire and through. Well, I can't remember how you set this up. Last time I put it on auto, I ended up losing like all days, well, all the water completely. I'll do that in a minute. But that runs off that solar panel, and the battery's been charged for about 3 years. Not that I've used it for a while, but still got a perfect charging. Oh, sorry, I'm not. Oh, you just stood on a stone. I'm exhausted, but I'm also ready for me tea. The tatties and that I'll have to do tomorrow, but I am definitely doing your, where are we there? Brian's Chetty Tower Challenge. It's ready for its next bucket, and then it might be a little while before they get the next one. But there we are then. So I'll just turn you around a minute and say thanks for watching, folks. Likes and loves. See if I can show you that sunset through the tree. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll have to get used to this gimbal again. Cheers folks, thanks very much for watching.